Oh, hello there. It's nice to finally meet you. My name's Mr. Ray. I'm going to be your English teacher this year for 9th grade, Literature and Composition. Tonight, I just want to give you some background information that'll help you be really successful in our course. We're going to talk about a few things. We'll start with some information about me, my own educational journey, my why I wanted to become a teacher and do this work, and finally, what you can expect in 9th grade Literature and Composition with Mr. Ray. So I have been teaching for going on 15 years. It's my first year at Langston Hughes, but not my first year with 9th grade. I've also taught every grade between 6th and college. So when I say that I know what you need to know in order to be successful in high school and beyond, you can trust that I really mean it. My own educational journey is pretty interesting. I started out at a large school, just like Langston Hughes, graduated, and actually was fortunate to be able to go to school up in New York City. I did my undergraduate education at New York University, where I got my bachelor's degree in linguistics, psychology, and cognitive science, which is the study of how people learn. And then I got my graduate degree at Columbia University's Teacher College in teaching English. My favorite things to do are to read, to write, and to see kids learn. So we're going to be doing a lot of that in our class. I decided to go into teaching English because I noticed there are a lot of things wrong with our society. And I truly believe that the young people are going to be the ones who fix it. You have a right to be able to read and write on grade level. You have a right to be able to understand what politicians, advertisers, and other people with a lot of power are saying when they talk to you and about you. A lot of people talk about equality when they talk about school. I see equality as giving every person the same thing. Not everybody needs the same thing, let's be honest about that. Some people need more to be successful than others, and that's okay, and that's fair. That idea of fairness we call equity, which means giving people exactly what they need to be successful, even though the world is messed up. The reason that I teach, however, is for justice. I believe that we should fix the world and not just settle with it being messed up. And I think that together we can make that happen. So how are we going to do that? Well, I like to think of education as a battlefield, and you've got to go into it prepared to fight for your right to an education. There are going to be a few things that we do over and over and over and over and over again. The first is there's going to be a lot of reading. The first book that we're going to read is The Hate U Give by Angie Thomas. You may have seen the movie, you may have even read the book before. I'm really excited about the level of deep analysis we're going to do to understand Star's critical consciousness and how she fights back the systems that are in play. You're also going to need, for that reading, a notebook to keep track of your thoughts, ideas, and quotes from the book as you read. Please make sure you pick one of these up. We're also going to be doing a lot of writing in this class, so make sure you have pens, pencils, and yes, highlighters, so that you can take notes on the things that you've read and the things you want to write about. Also, because we're going to be doing a lot of learning, I suggest that you pick up an agenda to keep track of your assignments and when they're due, and some Post-it notes so that you can keep yourself better organized. The last thing you can expect a lot of from me is support. I remember being in high school, I remember being in 9th grade, and while it was fun, it wasn't always easy. I want you to know that I'm going to be there for you every single day, before school, after school, inside of school, and outside of school, to make sure that you have what you need to feel successful and confident. The first step, though, that I need you to take is to show up. Tomorrow we have freshman orientation. I fully expect to see you there, and I hope to be able to meet you and answer some of your questions and get to know you better. I also will be available after school Monday and Tuesday from 3 to 4 for a question and answer session with parents and families. It's really important that you all show up to those kinds of meetings because I cannot help you if you are not present. I cannot support you if you are not supporting yourself, and I can't care about your education more than you care about your own education. With that, I'm going to say peace, and I'll see you next week. Thank you.